Alright, back on the video. Today I wanted to review Chapter 2, Season 7. We just finished the event, I just saw it, and yeah, let's get into it. So, was this my favorite season of Chapter 2? I'm gonna say this off bat. I can't say that yet. Because my favorite one was Chapter 2, Season 2, and it's been a year since that season, more than that. And I'm gonna wait a year until this one's nostalgic to us at that point. So I'm not going to make that judgment yet, but I think it was a pretty solid season. For me, this season started off really strong. We had a good battle pass with a lot of skins I liked. Some to mention: Rick Sanchez, Sonny, Sloan, Superman. The main items this season was the pulse rifle, the recon scanner, the railgun, and Chimera's ray gun. We also got saucers this season and nuts and bolts. The pulse rifle was not that great this season. It got buffed later down the line and got a little bit better, but still not great. The recon scanner and the railgun, I love these weapons. These were really fun this season. I think they kind of carried it in the beginning of the season for me. I think the season was still really good. I liked how they implemented crafting this season with the nuts and bolts instead of adding a million other things that you had to deal with crafting, like bones and mechanical parts. Nuts and bolts was super simple. It was one item and you could get it pretty much anywhere, and you can even buy it from some AIs in the game. It was a nice way to change the pace of your games and change what weapons you wanted to use. They also added trespassers and saucers this season. They were annoying when you didn't have one, but when you had one, it was pretty fun to mess around with. I'm not a huge fan of the trespassers. It was really annoying when they would always pick you up and throw you up across the map all the time. And their weapon was awful when you had it. When they had it, it was amazing. They hit every fucking shot on you and you would die in 2 seconds. The locations this season were awful. We got the Aftermath, there was a little hole in the ground. We also got Believer Beach, which was just sweaty sands. Corny Complex was just a farm with a bunch of IO guards that were annoying, and Dr. Sloan that had aimbot and a couple satellite dishes around the map. You just got Holly Hatchery, which I'm not a big fan of, and was very annoying with the fucking alien nanite shit going around the whole area. The first update we got was a big update with the mothership, and we also got alien parasites that update too. I think the abductors were kind of annoying sometimes when you would go to an area to do a challenge and they would abduct you in 20 seconds. Was not a big fan of the alien parasites. They were very annoying and they would always attach to you when you did not want them to. And if you go into squads fill or you're using in-game chat, you would hear this stupid static over your voice every time you would talk, or over someone else's voice if they had the alien parasite on. It was very annoying. The next update, we got the alien nanites. You could use them to craft alien tech and IO tech. You could also use them to throw them down and jump around them and give you that anti-gravity effect. I think the alien nanites were cool when they came out, but now at the end of the season, they're pretty boring and bland. The next update, we got the inflatable. I think the inflatable is one of the most fun items we've ever had in Fortnite, and I hope it does carry over into the next season. The next update, we got the Ferrari, which replaced the Whiplash, the fastest car in the game, to the Ferrari. I think it was a good collab, nothing crazy, but cool. Next update, we got the plasma cannon, which was really cool that you could just kind of shoot it and break through builds, but I think it was a little overpowered in some cases. The next update, we got the Gravitron, which I think was really fun as an item, but after that, it's a very shitty weapon. The next update after that, we got the Propifier. I think it was a cool concept, better than going to an area and automatically turning into a prop, but nothing crazy. After that, we got one of the biggest updates this season, the Imposters game mode, or the Among Us clone, whatever you want to call it. I think it was a really good update, and I think this version of Among Us, or Fortnite Among Us, or Imposters, or whatever you want to call it, is better than the actual Among Us, mainly because you can use all your Fortnite cosmetics in the game. Another reason why I think the Imposters game mode is better than Among Us is because the tasks are actually fun and creative instead of dull, meaningless, boring tasks. After that, we got no more updates. We only got Wild Weeks, which weren't crazy. I think they were fine for what they were. Then we had the Operation Skyfire event. I think it was a good event for what it was. I don't think it was anything spectacular because we've seen events like this before, but I think it was really solid for what it was and probably the best event we've ever had. A couple other things we got this season, we got the Cosmic Summer quests. I think they were pretty solid for what they were. Not a big fan of the creative map stuff. I think it's very annoying that we have to go into creative maps that we don't want to play. I wish we could just do challenges in the main Battle Royale, or for me, in bot lobbies. We also got the Rift Tour, the Ariana Grande concert. For me, I think it was pretty solid. Not a big fan of her music at all, but I think the visuals in the event were really spectacular. And overall, it was a pretty solid event slash concert. Just to get the Free Guys shit, I think it was the worst collab we ever had in Fortnite at the time of recording this. We got one skin and a free emote that you had to do a couple challenges for. Was not a fan of that collab at all. Very bad collab in my opinion. We also got the best friends challenges or quests, whatever you want to call them. For me, I think they were horrible. I hate challenges like this, kind of like Reboot a Teammate or whatever friend. I think they're just bad. I don't think they're good for the game, and they're kind of tedious and annoying. Let's look at the Island Game quest. Same thing. We had to do creative maps. Not a big fan of it. Annoying, tedious, and boring. A couple small things that I thought were really cool this season Rick looks like he was pulled straight from Rick and Morty and put into Fortnite. Superman had actual edit styles to be Clark Kent or Superman. Unlike Iron Man, we could only be Tony unless you did the built-in emote. A couple small things I didn't like about the season. Alien artifacts were awful. There were 360 in total. Some you had to get from the map, some you had to get from cosmic chests, and they were really annoying to try to go around and collect every single one just to fully max out Chimera. I didn't like how Joey didn't have selectable styles to be the alien girl or Joey. You can only do the emote to become the alien girl. Very annoying that you can't just select styles like they did with Superman. But that's really about it. I think the season was pretty good. If I had to give it a rating at the moment, right at the end of the season, at the moment I would give it a 7.5 at the time of recording this, right as the season ended. But yeah, that's really about it. I think it was a pretty solid season. Not my favorite yet. We got to give it a bit longer. I still think Chapter 2, Season 2 is a little bit better, only because the season just happened. But realistically, I think this season is better. But I want to give it a year before I put my full opinion on it. But at the moment, a 7.5 I think is perfect for it. And I think it's the second best season this chapter for me. And that's really about it for my review of the Chapter 2, Season 7 review entirely. The season itself, I think was really good. But yeah, that's really about it.